Have you ever found yourself searching for words, forgetting where you put your keys, or just feeling a persistent mental fog that dulls your sparkle? What if the secret to a sharper mind, a lifted spirit, and a body that moves with more ease isn't in some complex regimen, but in a familiar, fragrant herb that has inspired poets and healers for millennia? Are you unknowingly missing out on a simple, elegant way to enhance your focus, soothe your aches, and invigorate your entire being? What if the key to mental clarity and vibrant health is waiting for you right in your garden or spice cabinet? Today, we're diving deep into the enchanting world of an herb that holds a profoundly special place in my heart, and perhaps soon in yours, rosemary. And I must admit, I have a deep, personal preference for this herb because it is, quite literally, my namesake. I was named after my two incredible grandmothers, Mary Edgetkanoff on my mother's side and Rose Carr on my father's side. The name, Rosemary, seemed to just stick and grow with me, or perhaps I with it, as I journeyed under the careful, wise guidance of my grandmother Mary, following in her storied herbal footsteps. This plant truly embodies a legacy for me. Rosemary, the herb, scientifically known as Rosmarinus officinalis, is a native of the sun-drenched, rocky coastlines of the Mediterranean. It grows freely in much of southern Europe, dotting the warm hillsides with its evergreen fragrance, and is now lovingly cultivated throughout the world. Its beautiful genus name, Rosmarinus, comes from Latin, poetically meaning dew of the sea. Imagine the shimmering, blue-green leaves sparkling with morning dew, kissed by the salty sea breezes, a perfect, evocative image for a plant that thrives in coastal splendor. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand why rosemary is a legendary brain tonic and a powerful ally for vitality, but you'll also discover how to cultivate its magic, even if you, like me, once struggled to keep it alive. Get ready to awaken your mind, uplift your spirit, and embrace the invigorating essence of the dew of the sea. If you're ready to unlock the incredible power of rosemary for a sharper mind and a more vibrant life, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's uncover its timeless secrets. I have a confession to make. While I grew up surrounded by the massive, sprawling rosemary bushes that thrived effortlessly in the warm, sunny California farmland of my childhood, since moving to the dramatically different climate of Vermont, I became, for a time, a serial rosemary murderer. Yes, you heard that right. It's a humbling admission for an herbalist, but it highlights just how particular this beloved plant can be outside its native habitat. Rosemary, you see, absolutely cannot survive freezing temperatures. This is the core challenge. So where I live now, it must be carefully brought indoors for a good part of the year to protect it from the biting cold. And once indoors, it presents a whole new set of demands that are the antithesis of its wild Mediterranean home. It detests dry heat. Many of us in New England, myself included, heat our homes with wood stoves, which creates a very dry indoor environment. Rosemary will throw a fit in these conditions, showing its displeasure with browning tips and wilting leaves. It strongly dislikes having its feet wet, meaning you absolutely don't overwater it. Soggy roots are a death sentence. But paradoxically, it also doesn't like being dried out either, so you don't underwater it. Finding that perfect balance in watering is a delicate dance. Then there's the sun. Rosemary demands full sunshine, which in a northern winter means it will relentlessly demand the sunniest, most coveted window of the entire house, often pushing aside other less demanding houseplants. And finally, it loves breezes. Without good air circulation, especially indoors, powdery mildew will develop on its leaves, turning your beautiful plant unsightly and unhealthy. So aside from all those seemingly conflicting demands, warmth but not dry heat, moist but not wet, full sun and constant air flow, it's easy to grow, she says with a wry smile. But through trial, error, and the unfortunate demise of nearly a dozen fine rosemary specimens, I've finally figured out how to keep my rosemary plants healthy and thriving, even in Vermont. Here's what I've learned, so you don't have to go through the same learning curve. First, a rosemary plant is best cultivated not from seed, but from a root cutting or stem layering. These methods typically yield much more robust and successful plants. When planting, indoors or out, It absolutely loves fertile soil that drains well. And while it needs and adores full sunlight, it will tolerate some partial shade, especially in hotter climates where intense afternoon sun might be too much. When it comes to watering, this is where many people go wrong. Water thoroughly when you do water, allowing excess to drain away completely. Then, don't let the soil dry out completely between waterings, but critically, don't overwater either. Stick your finger about an inch or two into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. If it still feels damp, wait a day or two. For a truly happy rosemary plant, especially if it's indoors in dry heat, mist the leaves weekly with a diluted seaweed spray. This provides humidity and essential micronutrients that mimic its natural seaside environment. If you are lucky enough to live in a climate where rosemary can be planted outdoors year-round, it does exceptionally well in USDA zones 7 to 10. Give it a place in the garden where it can truly thrive and grow large for many years. Rosemary plants outdoors can live to be quite elderly, becoming beautiful, mature shrubs. While they can stand a little cold weather, they generally will need to be covered and/or brought indoors if temperatures consistently dip below 40 degrees F, around 4 degrees C, though some exceptionally hardy varieties can withstand slightly colder temperatures. Finally, for pruning, trim back any dead branches to encourage new growth and maintain the plant's health. We often cut back our rosemary plants quite severely, removing about 1/3 of the tops in the late fall before bringing them in for the winter. This keeps them manageable for indoor spaces and encourages vigorous new growth in the spring. With these tips, you too can become a rosemary whisperer, not a murderer. Beyond its captivating fragrance and culinary versatility, rosemary is a true medicinal powerhouse, particularly renowned for its impact on our mental and physical vitality. Rosemary is a legendary brain tonic. This isn't just folklore, it's backed by tradition and emerging science. It works by improving concentration and memory, enhancing the cellular uptake of oxygen, especially in the brain. Think of it as a natural boost for your cognitive function, helping to clear brain fog and sharpen your focus. In ancient Greece, students would wear rosemary sprigs in their hair during exams to aid memory. It's a mild and uplifting stimulant, providing a gentle lift without the jitters of caffeine. For centuries, it has been valued for its ability to ease headaches and migraines and even relieve mild to moderate depression, helping to lift the spirits and alleviate feelings of sadness or lethargy. Its aromatic compounds are believed to interact with neurochemicals in the brain to produce these uplifting and pain-relieving effects. It is also a well-known circulatory stimulant, particularly useful for problems associated with the cardiovascular system, poor circulation, and low blood pressure. If you tend to feel dizzy when standing up quickly, or if your extremities often feel cold, rosemary can help. It gently dilates blood vessels, encouraging blood flow, which in turn delivers more oxygen and nutrients throughout your body, boosting overall vitality. Research shows that rosemary contains high levels of rosmaricin, a compound that acts as a mild analgesic, meaning it helps relieve pain. Combined with its potent antioxidants, these properties make rosemary incredibly useful for treating inflammation, such as that found in arthritis and joint damage. Imagine a warm rosemary compress on an aching joint, or the internal benefits of drinking rosemary tea to calm systemic inflammation. Whether used fresh or dried, rosemary is also a remarkably good digestive aid. It excels at facilitating the digestion of fats and starches, those heavier components of our meals that can sometimes lead to sluggish digestion and discomfort. It stimulates bile production and enzyme activity, making it easier for your body to break down and absorb nutrients from these foods. So the next time you're having a rich, fatty meal, consider adding a generous sprig of rosemary. The leaf is the primary part of the plant used for its medicinal benefits, though its concentrated essential oil is also incredibly potent. Key constituents include flavonoids, powerful antioxidants, rosmarinic acid, a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compound, its distinctive essential oil, tannins, astringent, resin, bitters, camphors contributing to its invigorating aroma, beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, vitamin C, and important minerals like calcium, iron, magnesium, as well as various triterpenes, plant compounds with diverse biological activities. This complex chemical profile contributes to its wide array of therapeutic actions. Rosemary has a long and celebrated recorded history of use, spanning millennia, and thankfully, it comes with few reports of toxicity or significant side effects. This is great news for an herb with such powerful actions. For most people, rosemary, whether used culinarily or therapeutically, is very safe. The main cautions would be for very high, concentrated doses of the essential oil, which should never be ingested unless under the guidance of a qualified practitioner or in cases of individual hypersensitivity. However, for the leaves, fresh or dried, it's generally considered extremely safe for regular use. This broad safety profile makes it an excellent choice for consistent incorporation into your daily wellness routine. Let's transform these powerful insights into practical, uplifting remedies for your daily life. Rosemary lemon thyme tea, a refreshing mental spark. This is a deliciously refreshing, mildly stimulating tea that can awaken your senses and clear your mind. Lemon thyme is one of the nicest thymes for tea, adding a bright, citrusy note that complements rosemary beautifully. But of course, if you don't have lemon thyme, any other thyme variety will do, or better yet, try growing some lemon thyme yourself. It's truly a delight. To make the tea, prepare an infusion of rosemary and lemon thyme. For a single cup, use about 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary and 1 teaspoon of dried lemon thyme, or double that amount if using fresh herbs. Place the herbs in a mug and pour 1 cup of boiling water over them. Cover your mug. A saucer works perfectly to trap those volatile essential oils and let it steep for about 10 to 15 minutes. This allows the beneficial compounds to properly infuse into the water. Strain out the herbs, and if you'd like, add a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice for extra brightness and a touch of honey for sweetness. To use. Sip this tea slowly, savoring its uplifting aroma and invigorating taste. This tea is perfect for a morning pick-me-up, a midday mental refresh, or whenever you need to clear your head, improve focus, or gently stimulate your circulation. It's a wonderful alternative to coffee for a sustained, gentle energy boost. Brain tonic tincture, unlocking your mental edge. This is truly among the most famous of all my herbal tincture recipes. I've had countless students report significant improvements in their memory and cognitive function within just 3 to 4 weeks of beginning this tincture regimen. It's a powerful synergistic blend designed to support optimal brain health. You'll need 1 part ginkgo leaf, renowned for improving cerebral circulation and cognitive function. 1 part gotu kola leaf, a traditional Ayurvedic herb known for enhancing memory, focus, and overall brain health. 1/2 part rosemary leaf, our star brain tonic, enhancing oxygen uptake and memory recall. 1/4 part peppermint leaf, for its invigorating aroma and ability to improve mental alertness and soothe headaches. Brandy, the preferred alcohol for this tincture, as it's palatable and effective for extraction. To make the tincture, combine the dried herbs in a wide-mouthed glass jar according to the specified parts, e.g. If 1 part is 1 ounce, then use 1 ounce of ginkgo, 1 ounce of gotu kola, 1/2 ounce of rosemary, and 1/4 ounce of peppermint. Cover the herbs completely with brandy, ensuring there's about 1 inch or 2 of liquid above the herbs. Seal the jar tightly and let it steep in a cool, dark place for 4 to 6 weeks, shaking it daily to aid extraction. After the steeping period, strain the liquid through a fine mesh strainer lined with cheesecloth, pressing the herbs to extract all liquid. Discard the spent herbs and bottle your finished tincture in dark glass dropper bottles. To use. Take 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of the tincture 3 times a day for 3 to 4 weeks. The results may be subtle at first, but generally, after 2 to 3 weeks, people begin to notice tangible improvements. They might find they have better name recall, they remember where they put a list, and sometimes they even start recalling what was actually on the list. This tincture is about consistent, gentle support for your brain. Important note on ginkgo. It's crucial to be aware that ginkgo can be contraindicated for people who have problems with heavy bleeding. This means if you experience unusually heavy menstruation, or if you are prone to excessive bleeding when cut or wounded, you should use caution. Additionally, ginkgo should not be taken for 2 weeks before and after any surgery due to its potential to affect blood clotting. If this applies to you, you can still make a fantastic brain tonic by simply omitting the ginkgo from this recipe and increasing the proportions of the other brain-supportive herbs. Always consult your healthcare provider if you have any concerns or are on medications that affect blood clotting. Culinary creations with rosemary, flavor and function beyond its dedicated medicinal uses. Rosemary is a star in the kitchen, and incorporating it into your cooking is a delicious way to enjoy its benefits. Roasts and proteins. Rosemary is a classic companion for roasted chicken, lamb, pork, and even hearty root vegetables. Its pungent, piney flavor infuses deeply, adding warmth and aroma. Potatoes and vegetables. Toss chopped fresh rosemary with olive oil and potatoes before roasting for an unforgettable side dish. It also elevates roasted carrots, squash, and even green beans. Rosemary oil vinegar. Infuse olive oil with fresh rosemary sprigs for a fragrant oil perfect for dipping bread, drizzling over salads, or finishing dishes. Similarly, a rosemary-infused vinegar makes a bright, aromatic addition to dressings. Breads and savory baked goods. Knead fresh or dried rosemary into focaccia, rustic bread, or savory scones for an earthy, aromatic twist. Marinades and rubs. Add dried rosemary to dry rubs for barbecued meats, or infuse it into liquid marinades for depth of flavor and tenderizing action. Teas and infused water. Beyond the specific tea recipe, a simple sprig of fresh rosemary can be added to hot water for a quick, invigorating tea, or to cold water with lemon for a refreshing infused drink. Aromatherapy and topical applications. Sensory healing. Rosemary's essential oil is incredibly potent and should be used with care, but its aromatic benefits are significant. Diffusion. A few drops of rosemary essential oil in a diffuser can create an invigorating atmosphere, perfect for studying, working, or whenever you need enhanced focus and mental clarity. It's stimulating and uplifting. Inhalation. Inhaling the scent of fresh rosemary can be an immediate pick-me-up for fatigue or brain fog. Crush a few leaves between your fingers and take a deep breath. Massage oil. Dilute rosemary essential oil in a carrier oil, like jojoba or almond oil, and use it to massage sore muscles or aching joints. Its analgesic and anti-inflammatory properties can provide targeted relief. A warm bath with a few drops of diluted rosemary essential oil. Ensure it's dispersed in a carrier oil or bath salt first, not directly into water, can also be wonderfully soothing for tired muscles and a congested head. We've explored the profound world of rosemary, from its humble origins as the dew of the sea to its incredible capacity as a brain tonic, an uplifting stimulant, a circulatory aid, and a powerful anti-inflammatory. It's more than just a culinary herb. It's a testament to nature's ability to provide us with the tools for a sharper mind, a more vibrant body, and a lifted spirit. Embracing the rosemary lifestyle means intentionally integrating this incredible plant into your daily rhythm, whether through delicious food, invigorating teas, or targeted tinctures. It means cultivating clarity, enhancing your memory, and finding natural ways to boost your energy and soothe your discomforts. It's about recognizing the wisdom held within these fragrant leaves and applying it to your modern life. Remember, the journey to well-being is often paved with simple, consistent choices. Rosemary offers a truly elegant and effective path to a more focused, energized, and harmonious you. Now, I'm genuinely curious to hear from you. What's your favorite way to use rosemary, either in the kitchen or for its medicinal benefits? Have you ever tried growing it? And if so, what were your biggest successes or challenges? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Your contributions make our community stronger and more knowledgeable. If this deep dive into the world of Rosemary has inspired you to cultivate more clarity and vitality in your life, please hit that like button to show your support. Subscribe to the channel for more transformative natural health content. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on unlocking more of nature's powerful secrets. Thank you for being part of this journey to a healthier, more vibrant, and more mindful life. Until next time, keep cultivating your potential.